Okay, today we play Tyrell Fealty, the last Fealty deck. So for Tyrell Fealty, I figured I'd just go with the good old 6-cost Marjorie deck. This is still a pretty good character, still a pretty good deck. If you know you can actually get her onto the field and put a duplicate or a bodyguard on her. So we got 3 of her in there. 3 Randalls and 3 Renleys, the other 2 best Tyrell characters on the high end of the cost curve. And then a bunch of 1-copy lords to use with Marjorie. I even threw in this guy, Bronze Jan Royce, who can trigger off of either Great Hall or Flea Bottom. I don't think I've ever actually triggered his ability yet, but having just a 5 strength renown to put into play with Marjorie is still fine. Garth, Leighton, Hightower is chosen over Paxter Redwine, because his ability is potentially relevant, and I don't have any events in this deck, so Paxter's is not. Non-restricted Mace. What else? I've got this version of Garland. Think I could also play the 6-cost version. I might prefer the 6-cost version because I have Willas and Flea Bottom, but it probably doesn't really matter which one you want to use. Then Knight of Flowers and Willas, so plenty of lords to go around. And then we've just got like the efficient Tyrell characters. Larry, Eleanor. Do I have Brienne? No, I don't have Brienne. Maybe I'd like to take out Sir Mark Mullendore, since he's pretty inconsistent, to put in a Brienne, because I have the king stuff and the ladies in waiting. But I'll try this version for now. Courtiers and Spies. Old Town Informers. I kind of went over why I like this card in the Tyrell Banner of the Watch deck. Similar reasons here, and on top of that it's loyal, although usually you want to ambush it so you can use its ability right away, and I'm like 90% sure that Fealty does not discount ambush. But yeah, you can either use it to discard for Flea Bottom, or to just cycle through cards that you don't want. And of course the Scheming Septon and Old Town combo. So for the economy, I've got a couple Gates of the Gods and Arbor Marketplaces. Figure these are both worth having around. Then Great Halls, Rose Gardens, and 1 Redwine Straits. And typical attachments, the King attachment, Bodyguards, and Milks. Very straightforward deck, but if you draw well, you can do some work with it. Like I said, a lot of these Tyrell cards are still good cards, even if they've been overshadowed in more recent months. The plots are not very noteworthy. It's basically all the typical stuff you would expect. The only real thing of note is that I've chosen Pulling the Strings, and I don't have a dedicated draw plot. There's no counting coppers or exchange of information, which is definitely questionable. Pulling the Strings is better when you can copy the opponent's draw plot with it, but sometimes you'll run into people that aren't playing a draw plot, or they just don't reveal it when you'd like to have one available, like they haven't played it yet, and that makes it a bit awkward. But I figure it's okay for now. Hopefully the deck just has enough draw on its own to power through things. Let's see what happens. So after today, I'll be starting on the Prince That Was Promised decks. This guy plays Free Folk. We can't really play against him. Let's see if he does something besides Free Folk. Oh, he left the game. Well, that's inconvenient. Yeah, he only plays Free Folk as far as I know, and I'm not going to play that. So let's do another one, and hopefully he won't join this time. Oh, he joined again. Is he actually going to stay? Let's see what he's playing. Of course. I mean, it's nothing personal, but I've told him before I'm not going to play against Free Folk. As I've probably mentioned in the past, one of my first videos on this channel, I did a video specifically about Free Folk and explaining why I don't like it and don't care to really interact with it in any fashion. So, too bad. So this is Greyjoy Banner of the Sun. I'm pretty sure this is a better deck than what I'm playing. But I am starting with a very good hand, because I'm starting with Economy, Reducer, Marjorie, and Lady in Waiting in hand to guard Marjorie from Valar Morghulis. Now if I can just like find Old Town and milk. The problem is with this Greyjoy Sun is if they get set up with Tarly and you don't have a milk, you could just be dead right away. But he's playing Scouting Vessel and Balon, so this is not the Greyjoy Sun deck that I'm used to seeing. This is something totally different from the typical version of the deck. The typical version of the deck that I'm used to seeing is Drown God with like Desert Raider, and then they'll like kill the Desert Raider with Drown God Fanatic and obnoxious stuff like that. Oh man. I guess I'm gonna put him first. I'll regret it if he plays Euron. But I don't feel like going first. Let's do... Oh, both my Gates of the God. One is already in play and the other's in hand, so I guess I have to go for Great Hall. Yeah, here with like Leighton Hightower, I'm not sure if I'll marshal him this turn. Probably will actually, because he's a lord for Marjorie. And he can like kneel to put into play... What's the cost limit on this? 4 or lower. So I can throw in Eleanor, Arbor Marketplace, Scheming Septons. Potentially useful. Oh, that's annoying. That's going to cancel Great Hall. I can still play Leighton though, so I think it's fine. It actually might be preferable for him to kneel his character there if it doesn't prevent me from marshalling Leighton. Shadows. Well, let's hope that it's not Nighttime Marauders, but that's probably what it is. Cancel. I feel like people always cancel Great Halls with Maester Morimur. Oh my gosh, he let me have it. That is pretty nice of him. So I kneel this, and I play Leighton. Then I have 2 more. And I can either Scheming Septon or Arbor Marketplace. Probably Scheming, and I can just use Leighton to put in the Arbor Marketplace if I want. Yeah, that's better. Since Leighton puts it into play kneeling, I'd rather bring the Arbor Marketplace in kneeling than bring in the Scheming Septon kneeling, because I might use the Scheming Septon for a challenge. And the Arbor Marketplace's ability will probably not be relevant this turn. It's unfortunate that I don't have an ambush card available, because then I could like Scheming Septon, Leighton, Scheming Septon again, spend 4 on an ambush. That'd be kind of dank. Yep, that's kind of why I wanted to go second. He's not going to do military because of Leighton being in play. Makes sense. Let's do this, I guess. Oh, it doesn't defend it. Interesting choice there. Well, I don't want to do a power now. Do I want to use the ability on the Scheming Septon? I don't think so, because I don't have anything to spend the gold on. Let's do this and pass. Next turn, I guess, is Noble Cause for Renly. Hopefully he doesn't play Dohaeris. He's Greyjoy, and he's actually playing a 7-cost character, which you normally don't with Banner of the Sun, so maybe he doesn't have it. I could potentially just use Leighton right away, but I think I'll save it. I don't think that he's going to reveal a plot that would get rid of Leighton. He definitely wouldn't do Morghulis, I don't think. And maybe, like, if he has Dohaeris, maybe he would use it here, but I don't think so. I don't think that would make a lot of sense either. Supporting the Faith. That's a strange choice. It means I'm safe from We Do Not Sow, so I guess I'm happy with that. There's the ambush. That's handy. Like, I can get gold in the challenge phase with these Septons anyways, so this isn't really that effective. Is he going to cancel it this time? I feel like probably not, because I have so much money now, it's like, yeah, what's the point in canceling it, really? So this makes Renly cost 0. Then I can use Fealty on the Scheming Septon. This is probably enough to get a reset out of him. Do I want to marshal another character? I kind of want to force him to use a reset, and really like make it, I guess, more punishing if he refuses to. Plus these 2 Scheming Septons are going to leave play. And I have a ton of extra gold. I definitely want to play this Courtier for the Arbor Marketplace. Man, I don't know about this Eleanor. I have Scheming Septons and Renly. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. See what happens. I can sacrifice my Gate of the Gods if I want to draw as well, because I have Renly in play, so I don't even have to like use any abilities to trigger them. He just paid 4 for silence. That's never what you want to do. That's not what you want to do. Old Bill Bone. That's what was in Shadows. Interesting. Let's do this. Yeah, if he wants to kneel 3 characters to defend this, that's fine. If he kneels Maester Muramir to defend a challenge, that means I can use Arbor Marketplace on Renly with the High Guarding Courtier. So I'm perfectly happy for him to do that. Aiden's Bane, okay. If that character... So, Balon is not a captain. That's nice, I guess. Although I should be able to block unopposed anyways. That's nice to get rid of, Risen from the Sea. Let's use these abilities. Do our Renly challenge. Now that a Scheming Septon is on top of the deck, Renly is guaranteed to draw 2. That's another reason among many why Scheming Septon is like auto-include in Tyrell decks. So this is going to get cancelled, but we might as well try it. I mean, might as well make him kneel Maester Muramir, right? Otherwise, what's the point? Yep, that makes sense. Oh, that's annoying. I guess he can discard my Old Town Informer. He picked the Scheming Septon. Oh, he had two. Well, okay then. Two Viperize, but now his hand is empty. So I think that's a worthwhile trade. And should I bother declaring power? I'm tempted not to. He's not going to want to do military because I still have a lord that I can kill. And I think, let's see. Yeah, if I just don't attack, then I don't think there's any way that he can win a power. And I'd rather just not let him win any power challenges. He can also use Balon's ability to steal one of these chumps. So let's just pass. Want to play it a bit safe? I guess I should go ahead and use one of these gates while they're available. Ooh, Hightower Spy. That's spicy. Well, we should probably do that. Probably should use that. If the opponent never hits pass on his action window, that is. Oh, he's going to go ahead and use Balon. Why would you take that? You can't use it. You have to have a character with the highest strength in play. He doesn't, and he can't. Renly is 6. He can't get above 5. It's a waste of the Balon ability. Maybe he thinks that it stays in play permanently. It doesn't. Strength 12. Randall Tarley on top of the deck. That's what I'm talking about. Got him. Oh no, I hit in my challenges. That was a mistake. I thought I could still do a power. Man, I screwed up order there. That's a pretty big fail. Oh well. That is unfortunate. Now this is probably Valar Morghulis. So what do we want to use here when he does Valar? Man, none of these are that good. I don't want to use King in the North because Renly's going to die. Geez. This is where it would be really nice to have, like, exchange of information or something here instead of pulling the strings. I could also just play my Valar and troll on him. But if he also does Valar Morghulis, that's not great. And if I do close call, well, he's going to win initiative either way because of silence, and then he'll make my close call whiff. I guess we'll go for confiscation. Oh wow, no resets? Are you serious? What is he doing? That is strange, but I'll take it. Look at this hand. I've got the draw in the hand of God this game. I've drawn so well. I am still missing Old Town. Wow. Right when I revealed confiscation. That's sad. That's sad. Let's see what else he has. Not very scary. Not particularly afraid of anything on that side of the board. Let's do this. Probably should have used the Guarding Caretaker. I have so much gold, I think it's fine. I'm not going to marshal Randall. That would be an overcommitment with the size of my board. Just passing challenges again. This is a fun game. I'm doing things in a slightly wrong order here. I'm supposed to do a challenge with Scheming Septon first, trigger the ability, then do challenges with Renly. But I think my board is big enough that it doesn't really matter. I should be able to push through all 3 challenges either way. He doesn't even defend it. Alright. Lets me trigger the ability there. That's nice of him. I think I'll bring this out and bestow 2. Well, let's discard 1 milk and the guarding caretaker. I think I'll hang on to the rest. So to get intrigue, we have 2, 8, 11. He's got 9. If he's only got 9, then this is like 10. This should do it. He put either a capital I or a lowercase l in chat. No idea what that means. People just say there's some random stuff in here sometimes. Just like, I don't know what they're trying to say. Sacrifice the Iron Gate, makes sense. But that's also his only economy, so that makes me happy. And on power, he has 11. So this should do it. And I can use the Hightower Spy if I need to, but I definitely want to save that. So it's good that I don't need it. Alright, come on. Hit pass. He hasn't used Balon's ability. I should have taken that into account. He's slow playing so much, I'm not thinking about it. But apparently he's not either. He didn't bother using it. And then let's do this just because we can. I actually was supposed to do this before that power challenge ended, so that Renly would draw 2 more. Discard these two, probably. I cannot win any challenge. I think this game no sense. Well, he certainly cannot win any challenge. Okay. I guess he's not playing any resets. Definitely not playing your Greyjoy deck correctly if you don't have any resets. I mean, he managed to get the milk down on Marjorie this turn, so next turn should just be Valar Morghulis, right? Not sure what the deal is with that, but I guess we got him. Not playing the correct type of Greyjoy Banner of the Sun deck. And I did draw very well, so we got there. Like I say, you get that Marjorie set up on turn 1, send a Lord out there, you can be in pretty good shape.